Hey there, and happy Tuesday. So things are going on schedule. I don't know if you're like me, but anytime I have a trip coming up, everything like happens. Like I get everything caught up at home because I love that feeling of everything like just being taken care of, and also coming home and not feeling like I'm behind before I've even walked through the door. So laundry's getting caught up, bills are getting paid, and checkbooks balance, all that kind of stuff. Like, I know it just seems kind of silly, but it just gives me a lot of peace of mind. Have I put one thing in my suitcase yet? No, but the laundry's done. So I thought I would have time to jump on here. I'm going to do for sure one card, hopefully two today for you there. That will give me some peace of mind also. Hello there, Marquet. Good to see you. So here is a card that I did recently, and you're like, yeah, you already did that one. So I want to show you, I'm going to do the exact same layout. And I'm just repeating because it's a whole different suite of products that I just love. And so because of that, I just want to show this separately. So let me get my camera turned around here. And show you what's happening here. Yeah, things are flying. I'm getting things out in the mail. I had some team birthdays coming up, and I always love to send them special birthday cards too, and family birthdays. So usually this time of year I'm traveling to some Stampin' Up event. One year is Houston, another year North Carolina, and two brother-in-laws, they have a birthday coming up, and it's always late. And this year I'm like, no way, those went out in today's mail so that they will not be late this year for the first time in a few years probably. Just because I make cards doesn't mean I'm always on time. I try. Hello there, Margaret. Okay, so like I said, this was a card that I showed you not too long ago, and today same layout as far as using that vellum, just choosing different focal points, different sentiments. But this is one way that I want to show you that yes, you can have completely different looking cards. Like say I did this card and you go, gosh, I'm just not a blue person, that's too florally. And then maybe this one you go, gosh, this is better because I took away the flowers, even though there's flowers here on the background. I just swapped that out for leaves and just did different things with the sentiments. So wanted to show you, because sometimes some people are like, hey, I don't get how I can use my things differently, and maybe if I keep showing you things like this, it'll come. And that's my goal, is to help you be grasping at things that you have there on your end. Hello there, Margaret. Good to see you. So online exclusive Brushed with Beauty has all those pretty papers. So gosh, like I can't even hardly show you because this is all that's left of mine of it. So the Brushed with Beauty, and this isn't good because a lot of it is these taupey and floral, like Calypso Coral, and Crumb Cake, Mossy Meadow, all of those colors. So this is not a good thing. You know that I'm getting down because I keep using it. But there's also, out of the suite, we've got the beautiful embellishment, the Pearls of Beauty. They sit very nice and flat, and they've got a nice shimmery shine to them, even though they look pearl. And then the Words of Beauty. This is one of the bundles. This suite comes with two bundles. So I'm using the Because, and they've got some great sentiments. So I'm going to be putting Because It's Your Birthday, and then using some of the dies from this. And the flowers here are gorgeous too. You can two-step stamp these or stamp on top and such. I'm actually using this little cluster of 3 for the inside of my card to kind of tie together the front and the inside. And then for the dies, I'm using these 2 dies. So they maybe look a little small here, but in real life, they are this size and this size. So quite sizable, which is great for a focal point for a card. So there's that. And then, because I love doing this now, I'm just going to hold this here for a little bit if you want to take a screenshot and go, got it. Now I know exactly all of the supplies used for the card. Okay, so here we go. Card colors today I'm mixing in are kind of early espresso, very vanilla, and mossy meadow. And so because this sample shows this particular pattern, here it is without all the stuff on there, and kind of a fun, I think like this would make a great like hunting card for my brothers who love to hunt. But using this, this is what it looks like without all this stuff on it. I'm going to swap because at my card class, I saw people using this and I just thought this was so soft and pretty. So today I'm going to make this card and I'll probably take a picture of both of them for my still shot that I like to post afterwards. And I'm still going to put this on the Mossy Meadow. Mossy Meadow falls into the neutrals family as well as our Night of Navy, Misty Moonlight. And so with that, even though there's no green in here, I'm going to bring it in with my greenery so it'll tie together. It still kind of gives you that neutral feel. I know sometimes people are like, why in your neutrals collection do you have blues and greens? But I feel like, yeah, there's so many things that just can be tamed down with those colors in a neutral type of way. All right, so this is cut 4 by 5 1/4, and I'm going to put that on that Mossy Meadow base. And then pre-cutting ahead of time, I had some vellum that had some design in there, and I just love using that. So I'm going to use it till it's used up. Even though it's retired, we can still get vellum, and we can emboss or do different things with it to make it look like this too. And what I love about the design in the vellum is it kind of hides our adhesive, so we don't have to worry so much about where that adhesive is going. It just kind of mutes down that busier background. And then for my dies, I just cut ahead of time, you guys, this sprig of a leaf in the Mossy Meadow, and then this kind of fuller leaf from Old Olive. And I'm just going to put those on here with a couple glue dots. Kind of when they're bigger or kind of stick out more, I tuck those behind there. And then I'm going to find a fuller piece on here that I can just kind of hide. And there's going to be, like I said, that other piece going on top. So that'll easily hide. This one curves naturally, so I kind of have to watch where I put it so I don't curve it off my card. And then same thing here. I'm just going to press that into a glue dot here. And then just grab a couple more glue dots on each side. Oops. Up here like so. Now this is going to sit right next to it there. I'm just going to push that circle more into the base of that so it's not sticking out or sticks to the envelope when I put it in there to mail it somewhere. So there we've got that so far. And then let's do some stamping. Well, actually, let's do some die cutting. So ahead of time I have cut out the because from that, and there's actually 3 dies. There's a larger because that I've shown here on our videos before, and then the medium one, which is this, and then this is the smaller one, the smallest I should say, and this I'm going to put on top of there. So before classes, I like to just, I can't really cut this ahead of time if I want to use adhesive sheets, because sometimes those adhesive sheets will start to come off, and then you have like, okay. So hopefully you're back with me. Sorry about that. On my end, it looked like it was trying to reconnect, so I just kind of held my place here so that you didn't miss it. And if I push any buttons, it stops the video, and then we have to start all over, and I don't want to do that. So anyway, so for this, for classes, what I do is take my sheet of early espresso and just put the adhesive sheets all across the back so that people can just cut this out, and then it's ready to go on the card. So make sense here in just a bit. Yeah, love the adhesive sheets. Love, love. Okay, oops, and this time it's stuck here. Not a big deal. Okay, so then it's starting to already kind of tear away from that, and that is the joy and the beauty, and the only thing that's stuck in there is the little top part of the S, which then I'll just stick to my finger. Where you do have to kind of be careful is as it's sticking to my finger, I'm going to release it so it comes on top of that very vanilla bottom mat there, and I don't want it to stick to my fingers so well that it tears when it comes across. All right, so just putting that down. See how easy that is? And yes, we have like our fine tip glue and other things, but gosh, that is just so slick, right? And then let me just tip that over, and I'm going to put a dimensional here and here, and one will fit there, and that's going to pop up our because, and I'm going to put that across here, like so. I just want to make sure that it's not crooked, so we've got that nice because, and even with that busier background, it's still, because it's so bold, it shows up very well. And then the other thing that I'm going to do is finally stamp now. And so pulling out my early espresso ink pad here, and that same stamp set, there is the long skinny sentiment, it's your birthday. So I'm just going to put it's your birthday. I've already pre-cut this. Oh, that looks a little crooked. Not terrible, but let me see. I got one more pre-cut out. Yes, I do. And I think what I did is I washed it off because I've been using this a lot. I had different ink on there, and so I think I maybe put it on my block there. That looks, in my eyes it looked more crooked, but it stamped maybe better. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, this'll do. Okay, and so to put that on, excuse me, I'm just gonna kind of line up with my eye here this edge piece of my dimensionals, and then just put that right across the back there. And because it's your birthday, like so. So we've got because it's your birthday, like that. And then we're going to add some of these pearls to that. And let's see. Yeah, I was like debating between the crumb cake and the white. And at first I thought that this maybe looked too white and too stark against there. But I think if I add the crumb cake with the busier paper, it's just not going to show up super well. It's just going to blend too much. So I think I am going to go with the white. So I'm just going to put one of these white in the corner. There's two different sizes, another large up here, and then go with a smaller one. So just kind of adding that to have that little gem effect with the odd number. And for the inside, I took from the Words of Beauty. I like to put the words and images together if possible. Just gonna see. Sometimes this moves too. I had to adjust it in class. I like to put everything together so it's one successful ink up and stamp out for those that attend classes versus trying to, oops, that didn't ink up well. I don't know why. So it looks like it's inked. Maybe I just didn't press correctly. There we go. So yeah, instead of trying to line up your so and the sweet and the three flowers, I just put them all on the one acrylic block. I like to do that. All right. Yeah, I don't know why that didn't work the first time there, but sometimes that's just the way it is. And it happens to me too, right? Okay, so let me get that put in here. And this measurement also is that 4 by 5 1/4. So we have that floral look to coordinate with the floral look on the outside there. Because it's your birthday, you're so sweet. So hopefully you enjoyed that inspiration if you just jumped on. This is another card with that same type of layout, and just kind of building off of that to show you different things that you can do with that layout. Maybe based on your color choices or preferences or what you have on hand, and maybe depends on what type of card you make during your day too when you're crafting. So my goal is to post the still shot of this and then come back in a little bit and do another video for you guys yet today too. Take care. Bye-bye.